Last night I was thinking, well, that's it for me. I'm pretty sure I'm screwed, even if Savannah votes with me. But she played the idol on me, and that's great. Jonathan played the idol on Jen, which thankfully he did not play it on Winston, or else that would have really screwed things up. And I'm pretty sure Savannah would have gone out. And then I would have followed, and then, yeah, I wouldn't be in the end. But I do feel like I can get to the end now. Thank you so much. Of course, I was willing to make the move, and I did it. Well, I think you did a good thing. Last night I voted with Craig, and then I played the idol on him. I was a bit afraid to see Jonathan pull up his idol, but thankfully he did not play it on Winston. He played it on Jen, which really screwed over Winston in the process. So I'm glad Winston's gone. I was able to make a huge move on him, and now I feel like I got a clear path to the end now. I absolutely can't believe you right now. What are you getting mad at me for? You were willing to make a move, so why can't I? That makes you a giant hypocrite. Ugh, I hate you. I am furious right now. So furious. Because we had a perfect plan to make Final Four. Me, Savannah, John, and Winston. And what does Savannah do? She instead screws us all over, votes for Winston, plays the idol on Winston, and apparently Jonathan does not know how to play an idol correctly. So I'm really annoyed right now. What happened last night was probably the most annoyed I have ever been. I don't think I've been even more annoyed than I ever have been in this whole game, because that was just stupid. Well, I'm not as mad as Jen was, dear God, but you do realize that one of us has to be the next one to go, right? I mean, I see that. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to say, it's been nice working with you, but right now, I'm pretty sure we both know we gotta get each other out. Yep, well, best of luck with you, John. I really did not want it to end this way, but it's gonna have to happen. I gotta get rid of Savannah now, because she's my only big threat in the end. I feel like I can easily beat Jen. I mean, she blew up at Savannah, so I'm pretty sure she's screwed. Craig might be difficult to beat, but I feel like I have a better chance at beating him than with Savannah. It really sucks that I have to go against John. I mean, he was my biggest ally this whole game. And now the fact that we're at the Final Four, I do believe that, yeah, one of us has to go out tonight, and one of us is getting to the end. We both can't, because we don't see that as ideal. So right now, I gotta focus on trying to get John out, and he's pretty much gonna focus on trying to get me out, and it's gonna be pretty stressful. Welcome to your final immunity challenge. For your challenge, you each are standing on a plank on a very narrow ledge, and you'll be hanging on by holding the back rim for as long as you can. If you let go and fall off, you're out of this challenge. The last one standing wins the final immunity challenge and is safe from the boat. So, without further ado, this challenge begins. Right now, the final four are all staying relatively strong. Ooh, and Jonathan is the first one to fall. He's out of this challenge. With a movement coming from Jen. And Savannah falls off too. We are down to Jen and Craig fighting it out for immunity. These two have been hanging on for a while, but only one's coming out victorious. It all comes down to this. And Jen has fallen, which means that Craig has won immunity and is safe from the vote. Congratulations, Craig, on winning the final immunity challenge. You're safe from tonight's vote, as well as the fact that you're also going into the finale. As for the other three of you, Jen, Jonathan, and Savannah, tonight, after 38 days in LEGO Survivor Galapagos, one of you will be the 15th person voted out and the 7th and final member of our jury. Anyways, got nothing else for you guys. Head back to camp, and I'll see you tonight. Well done, Craig. Thanks, guys. Wow, it's great to be safe from a vote for once. I am thrilled knowing that I'm going into the finale. But I'm not out of the woods just yet. I gotta know who to bring to the end. My easy first pick is Jen. But now, Jonathan or Savannah? That's tough. So I presume you're voting Jonathan? Yeah, I'm voting for Jonathan. He just has to go. He's the biggest threat. Alright, I'll vote for Jonathan. Alright, we're voting for Savannah, and do you think maybe you could try and get Craig to vote for her as well? I mean, I'll try, I guess. So by the looks of it, either Jonathan or Savannah are going home tonight, which is really good for me, because that means I get a pass into the end. But I gotta see whether or not if I'm willing to go through with either voting with Jonathan or voting out Jonathan. So we have the sole decision. Savannah told you to vote John? Yeah. I assume John told you to vote for Savannah. Yeah, he did. So that means I guess we're the deciding factors on who goes. Yeah. So what do you think? I mean, personally, I don't really care, just as long as one of them go, which is gonna happen. Yeah, but the thing we can't do is force them into fire. We can't have that. Exactly. So we have to come to a decision. Me and Jen are the deciding factors on who's going out, between John or Savannah. Frankly, I don't care which one of the two go, just as long as one of them do. And another thing I gotta make sure that what doesn't happen is that the vote goes to a tie. Because then it goes to fire, and their resumes get boosted even more than they were before. So, me and Jen have to decide between John or Savannah. Who do we think we can beat in the end? This vote is crucial. It requires me and Craig to trust one another and hope the vote goes to a 3-1 vote. Because if it goes 2-2, a fire is going to happen, and that is not going to be good. First things first, we'll bring in the members of our jury. Kelly, Brandon, Lauren, Kate, Valerie, and Winston voted out the last tribal council. So, this is the penultimate tribal council. Craig, how's it feel having immunity knowing you're going into the finale? It feels really good, Jeff. The thing I'm debating is whether or not I needed to win, whether or not I would have been safe with the immunity or not. Interesting. Jen, do you think Craig would have been safe even without immunity? You never know, Jeff. You really never know. But there's a definite chance he would have been, just given the fact that I'm pretty sure it's obvious Jen or Savannah are going home tonight. One of them is going out. So, John, Savannah, you two, one of you is going out tonight. How does it make you feel, John? Well, just hoping for the best. It is what it is. Good luck to you, Savannah, but, I mean, you just have to go. Well, I mean, it's the same thing with you. So, yeah, pretty much the same thing for me. Alright, with that out of the way, it's time to vote. Jonathan, you'll start us off. Savannah, you and I knew that we would have to end up doing this to one another. Best of luck to you. Sorry, John, but I'm just here to stay around for another day and make it to the end, and you're the one in my way, so good luck to you. I'll go tally the votes. Idols are void at this time and cannot be played. With that said, I'll read the votes. First vote, Savannah. Next vote, Jonathan. That's 1 vote Savannah, 1 vote Jonathan, 2 votes left. The third vote, Savannah. That's 2 votes Savannah, 1 vote Jonathan, 1 vote left. The final vote, and the 15th person voted out, and the 7th and final member of our jury, Savannah. Savannah, that's 3 votes, that's enough for tonight. You need to bring me your torch. Savannah, the tribe has spoken. It's time for you to go. Well, congratulations. You 3 have gone as far as you can get in this game. The power now shifts to the jury. 7 people who you had a hand in voting out for, you now put your fate in their hands. You have one more night out here in the beautiful skies of the Galapagos Islands. Enjoy it. You guys are 1 step closer to winning this game. So, head back to camp, get a good night's sleep, and we'll meet back here tomorrow night for the final tribal council of the season. Grab your stuff and head back to camp. Good night. I am definitely really sad about being cut at the very end, but I guess that is how it is sometimes. I thought I was playing a really good game, and I was, and I just happened to have one step in my way, and that was Jonathan, and he was able to get me out before I could get him out. So, good on him. Best of luck to all three of them. It's definitely disappointing to be taken out now, but yeah, I really don't know what else to say right now. Well, congratulations, guys. This is it. Day 39. Yep, one of us is walking away with the win. Best of luck. I never really thought I was going to be the last original Jabberee member remaining into the game, but now that I am, I feel really good. Whether I win is definitely a possibility. I don't know if it will happen, but, I mean, I felt like I played a pretty solid game. I think I was pretty loyal throughout the whole game, and hopefully people see that and vote for me to win. I am fairly nervous about tonight, but at the end of the day, Survivor is a social game, and I feel like I played a way better social game than either Jen and Jonathan. So hopefully I was able to make enough connections with people, and hopefully I can walk away with this win. My head was always in the game. Day 1, it was always in the game. And here I am, making it to day 39, just one step closer to winning. I feel like I played a really solid game, a really strong game. So hopefully the jury sees that and respects the way I played, and I don't know, hopefully I can win this thing. First things first, we'll bring in the members of our jury. Kelly, Brandon, Lauren, Kate, Valerie, Winston, and Savannah voted out the last tribal council. Alright, this is it. The finale. Jonathan, Jen, Craig, after tonight, one of you will be walking away with $1 million and the title of Sole Survivor. Now, you have one last thing to do. Try and convince the jury on why you deserve that title of Sole Survivor. So without further ado, let's not waste any time. Kelly, as the first jury member, you'll be starting us off first. Alright, my question to all three of you is pretty basic, but still. What was your biggest move overall? Jonathan? Alright, my biggest move in the game was probably the Lauren vote. I feel like it set up the tone for the end of the game. How, you know, me and Savannah were changing alliances, and we showed it by voting off Lauren, who was too close with Craig and too likable, so I feel like that was my biggest move. Alright, Jen? Maybe the Zach vote, because me and Brandon had the choice of, you know, we kind of could really vote any of the people off, and we just went with Zach because, I mean, he kind of was a huge threat, and the chance to vote him off was there for us, so I would say Zach's elimination was probably my biggest move. Alright, Craig. I'd honestly say the Bill vote, because, you know, I was in a position where I had no real connections with really anybody, and aside from Bill, who's really not being ideal for my endgame plan, and so when the time came, I told the Alliance that he had to go, and that's what happened. I was able to convince them to vote him off, and that's what they did. Alright, well, thank you for that. Nothing else for me, I'm done. Alright, thank you, Kelly. My question is to Jonathan, and it's the fact that I get why you eliminated me, and I figured it was going to happen, but why me first over Jen and Winston is all I want to know. Okay, basically, at the time, I felt like you were the biggest threat. And now seeing, you know, how far Winston got, and in fact, I'm sitting next to Jen in the end, I do think that made a bit of a mistake, but I still stand by the decision, because you just seemed the most strategic of the three, and I feel like if you got deep into the game, you would have been a huge threat. So that's pretty much why I had to do what I had to do. Alright, I understand why you did it. It just kind of hurts, you know. I don't really have anything else to say to the other two of you. Best of luck to you two, and that's kind of it for me. Lauren, you're up next. Alright, I don't really have a question for you three, because I already know who I'm voting for, and I'm just going to make it straight and simple. Craig, I'm voting for you to win. I feel like you are definitely the most honest and down-to-earth player that I've ever met, and
would you want to continue being friends on the outside? Of course, you seem like a very chill individual, another very down-to-earth person, and I think you're a really nice person. Thank you. So yeah, that's pretty much it for me. I don't really have any questions. Kate, you're up next. Alright, I'm narrowing my decision down to 2 people. I'm between Jonathan and Craig. Jen, keeping it straight and simple, you're pretty much just everyone's little scapegoat to the end. No one really liked you. You really got on everybody's nerves, especially when we were on Jabberee. You were just very annoying as a leader, and you really didn't do anything to benefit us as a team. So, we could have voted you out then and there, but we chose not to, because, you know, you would have been brought to the end as a scapegoat for a reason. So, Jonathan, I figured you were going to flip the whole time. The question is, how long did you plan on flipping? I've planned it for quite a bit, maybe since we made the alliance with you, me, and Savannah before bringing in Craig, and then, you know, ditching you and Craig after we voted out Lauren. So, me and Savannah kind of plan on flipping for a while, but we haven't been planning on it until we form the alliance officially. Alright, so that's it for me. I have nothing really else to ask. Alright, thank you. Valerie, you're up next. Alright, I don't really have anything to say to you 3. I know where my vote's going. I'm pretty sure it's pretty clear. Yeah, I don't really have anything to ask you 3. Best of luck. Alright, well that was pretty short. Thank you, Valerie. Winston, you're next. Alright, my question for the 3 of you is basically, who do you think was the biggest competition for your game? Jonathan? I would say Savannah. We had the same kind of mindset. We were just as strategic as another. We pretty much were both in position of power. And when it came to the Final Four, it was time to, you know, vote her out. Because I knew that at the end I would have some competition against her. And I think voting her out was definitely the right idea for me. Alright, Jen. Don't take this personally, but I think you are my biggest competition. You're just so good in comps. I mean, don't take that as an insult. Actually, take that as a compliment. Yeah, I don't really blame you. Craig? Same answer as Jen. I think you were definitely the biggest threat, considering, you know, you just won a bit more challenges, and you were pretty likable by some people. Alright, thank you. Got nothing else to say. Alright, thank you, Winston. Savannah, close us off. Alright, so I don't really have any questions to the 3 of you. Congratulations on making it to the end. But I don't have anything to say to you 3. I have more something to say to the jury. And it's that, like him or hate him, Jonathan has played a dominant game. He has played very well. He was very strategic. And he was always in the position of power when he needed to be in power, and he never really lost a whole lot of power at all. He was always in a position of power, and he was able to just dominate when he needed to. And I feel like, even though these other 2 played good games, I feel like what would make the season end on a really big banger would be seeing Jonathan win the game. But I won't try to influence you through 6 anymore. My best thing to say is I just think Jonathan played the best game of the 3, and leave it at that. And that's it for me. Alright, thank you, Savannah. Well, thank you, jury, for giving us those speeches. And now, the last thing to do in this game is for the jury to cast the vote for a winner. So without further ado, let's begin. Kelly, you'll start us off. Definitely a tough call between the 2 of you, but I feel like this is the best option. Craig, I'm so happy you got to the end, and hopefully you win this game. Jonathan, I think you played a fantastic game, and I really hope you win this game. Good luck. Alright. For the last time this season, I'll go tally the votes. I have the votes. Now remember, you want to see your name on these pieces of parchment paper. This is for a winner. So for the last time this season, I'll read the votes. First vote, Craig. Next vote, Jonathan. That's 1 vote Craig, 1 vote Jonathan. Third vote, Jonathan. That's 2 votes Jonathan, 1 vote Craig. Craig. We're tied. 2 votes Craig, 2 votes Jonathan. Fifth vote, Craig. That's 3 votes Craig, 2 votes Jonathan. Jonathan. We're tied. 3 votes Craig, 3 votes Jonathan, 1 vote left. If this is a vote for Jen, then we have a tie. I will confirm this is not a vote for Jen, which means that it's between Jonathan and Craig for the win. I'll read the final vote. The final vote, and the winner of LEGO Survivor Season 11, the Galapagos Islands, is Craig. Congratulations. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. I just won. I mean, I knew I was playing a pretty fine game, and I had definitely good social connections, but I honestly didn't expect to beat Jonathan. I don't know how I was able to do it, but I did it nonetheless. And I'm just so happy that I was able to win this game, and this is just such a utter, astonishing just accomplishment that I've always wanted to achieve, and I thank Survivor for that. Well, congratulations to Craig, and congratulations to you for sticking around to the end. Season 11 has finally been complete, and that's pretty crazy. 11 seasons. I think we've been doing this for like 3 years, and we gotten done with Season 11. Pretty crazy. And so, why stop there? So, Season 12 will happen. We got a new cast set up, set in a brand new location, and we got 2 pretty good twists that will definitely shake up the game. And I'm pretty sure you're familiar with this twist, but I still think it will be a pretty fun thing to see. The episodes will try and be out a bit more frequently as, you know, summer vacation. Also, put in the comments who do you think deserves to win the fan favorite of this season. And until next time, we'll see you next season for Season 12.